This is Late Night Health. This is the radio show that cares about the most important part of your life, your health. During the next hour, the insane Daryl Wayne and I and some of our cohorts here in studio, Josh and John, we're going to talk about a couple of things that matter to most of us, or at least half of us. We're going to talk about hormones during the first part of our show, and then we're going to talk about spirituality and how spirituality affects health here in our lives. Before we go to our guest, Don Cutillo, who is the author of The Hormone Shift, I wanted to ask Daryl, and I'm going to ask Don to join us, and gentlemen in the background, I want to give a shout out and let the Ukrainian people know that we are supporting them. There are many charities from the Red Cross on that you can make donations to. You can help. They need help. They really do. Dawn, would you agree with that to start?
Yes, we got a whole bunch of shoeboxes together with little toys for the kids and little things they can play with, and we focused on the children through my business, so that's important as well, that are there, yeah.
That's very good. Daryl, your thoughts?
Well, I think that supporting and sending whatever they need, I mean, this is the first time in a while that there's been some sort of a conflict that does not make any sense to me whatsoever.
None. Me neither.
I mean, first of all, there's reporters on television saying we're down here in the subway where all the people are hiding. Why are they telling them that, right?
Yeah.
That's,
here, you can bob right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
The X marks the spot. And, if I were a dictator, if I was going to go take over something, I wouldn't destroy all of it before I go there, right? There's going to be nothing left. It's going to be a level field.
Knowing Daryl like I do, if you were the dictator, first of all, I'd vote for you. He is the nicest guy in the world. So, Daryl for dictator.
Yeah, makes no sense.
It does. It doesn't make sense. So we do send our prayers and best wishes out to the Ukrainian people.
Right. Nobody should be in harm's way at this point.
Absolutely not. Let's talk now to the author of The Hormone Shift. Her name is Dawn Cutillo. You're going to hear the Philly cheesesteak sandwich in her voice. I can't help it. And she's also the CEO of the BeBalanced Centers. Dawn, welcome to Late Night Health.
Oh, thank you so much. I just a little correction there. It might be a little confusing. I'm the founder of the BeBalanced. My brother is the CEO. So yeah, I didn't want to, but yeah, Philadelphia is where I'm from. So I don't eat cheesesteaks too much, or I would probably gain too much weight. But I do like them, and Philly has great cheesesteaks. So that is good to know.
Absolutely, and Gino's, and I can't think of the one across the way. I couldn't tell the difference. Let's talk about hormones. Your book is The Hormonal Shift. Is this for women, or is it for both men and women?
Well, that is the best question, Mark. So here's the answer to that. It's the hormone shift is for women, right? It's focused on women's hormones because women are a little more complex with our hormones with pregnancy and PMS and menopause. But we're indirectly making men happy and making their lives better because when we have their wives lose weight, be in a better mood, have a better libido, isn't that affecting men too? So I feel like we're affecting both men and women, but we directly work with women a little bit more, although men can come in and lose weight with us, but our focus is women.
Oh, well, that's a good thing. I'll have to let my wife know. One of the things that a lot of MDs talk about are hormone replacement therapies. I'm not sure I'm happy with that. I tend to be more holistic in approach. Can you explain what those kinds of drugs are? Because I believe that they are drugs. And are they good in your opinion?
Yeah, that's a perfect way to start off, Mark. Let's start with that, and then we can talk a little bit about what I'm developing, which is more naturally balancing hormones. So right now for a woman, if she goes into her doctor and she has hot flashes or she's gaining weight or headaches or just whatever, maybe she's going through menopause, right? Because we tend to focus on women that are 35 plus, but we can help any even young girls with PMS. But let's say she goes in there and says, I need that help. Historically, doctors would offer HRT, hormone replacement therapy, and it was usually more of I don't want to say a brand name, but like a horse urine-based estrogen, an equine estrogen, and that's not good. So what they would do is they would offer the women that, and it would help temporarily with some symptoms, but it was very risky, and the women gained weight. So half the reason they were there is to lose weight and to get rid of their hot flashes and other symptoms. Now they're usually gaining weight. So that, I will admit, Mark, is being faded into the background. Not too many doctors are doing that, hopefully anymore. I doubt in California, you guys are so holistic. I doubt that's happening there. But then there's something called bioidentical, which you might have heard of, which is definitely better. Right? You've heard of that.
Right.
Bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. And that's when the doctor will use more hormones that are more identical to the body, not from a horse or an animal. But the problem is, it's not that the hormones themselves, it's the model that they use, okay? So the woman will come in, I'll give you a little scenario. She'll come in and let's say she's like, hey, doc, I'm gaining weight. That's my main focus, right? But I'm also having hot flashes and low libido, let's say.
And
so
I can't sleep.
Says,
What about, and the hot flashes and sweats at night and all of that kind of thing?
Oh, it's terrible. I mean, these women are going through a lot. So that would be a typical thing that she would complain to the doctor about. So the doctor will test her hormones. That's great, using saliva tests, which is the best. And then he'll say, oh, Mrs. Smith, you're in your 50s now. You need estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. They're all low. And the woman's like, okay, great. The doctor gives them to her. The problem is she ends up gaining a little more weight because estrogen makes you gain weight. The others will help with libido and the hot flashes, but she's really not happy because she gets a little bit of symptom release, but she gains more weight, and she's embarrassed, right? So she goes back, and then the doctor's like, well, that's all I can do for you. I don't know about the weight gain. Try to diet. And she tries to diet. She can't lose the weight. But the doctor doesn't ask her, and Mark, how important this is. He doesn't ask her, what's your stress level? What's your nutrition? What are you eating? They don't get into all that, right? So that's the problem. They're not looking at lifestyle, and then they're just jamming women with these hormones that can cause, they're risky. Estrogen could cause cancer, could cause weight gain, fluid retention. And testosterone we don't tend to need. The body can balance if we balance it naturally. So that's a little bit what's going on. Does it work a little bit? Yeah, or it wouldn't be around. But long term, is it healthy? Is it sustainable? Can the woman lose weight on it? No.
What you do is you help women balance their hormones in a different way. I remember sweet potato, hormones from sweet potatoes.
So that's, they get a certain precursor from the wild yam is what, but you just using wild yam cream alone doesn't really get you, because that's a precursor, a building block for like a progesterone.
And it's a part of Thanksgiving I really just can't handle. I don't like sweet potatoes. I know they're good for you.
Oh my goodness! And they put the whipped cream. What do you call it? Like
marshmallows.
Like a whipped cream. Marshmallow. That's what it is with the cinnamon. So I admit I like it that way, but I only eat that way once a year because it's a little fattening. Other than that, sweet potatoes are good for glycemic index. They're actually better than white.
Our guest is. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, I'm going to find out how you got into this business of hormone rebalancing and why you wrote the book, The Hormonal Shift. I'm Mark Alyn, along with the insane Daryl Wayne. Josh is here. John is here. I am here. And, of course, Don Cutillo is here. Join us at latenighthealth.com. Lots happening over there. And you can also find us on a number of podcasting sites, including Spreaker, Apple Podcast, iHeart. They pop up all over the place, and we don't even know where we are most of the time. Dawn, hold on. We'll be back in just a couple of moments as Late Night Health continues. Recently, I met Jacqueline from Bright here in Los Angeles. She gave me a hearing exam and then showed me how to hear again with the new Signia Pure Series hearing aids, and she can give you your life back too. I hear birds chirping, birds cooing, and even my wife. They easily connect to my smartphone. The Signia hearing aids are amazing, and with the charge and go, I don't have to fiddle with batteries and hear all day long. Not hearing is frustrating for you and your family. I know you don't have a problem, but trust me, call Bright Here now for a free hearing exam, a $125 value, yours free, just for making an appointment now. There are offices throughout the Los Angeles area. Call Bright Here now at 323-424-7100. That's 323-424-7100 for a free hearing exam. There's no obligation. Call now, 323-424-7100, or visit them on the web at brighthere.com. Late Night Health is proud of our partnership with the EBC, the Evolutionary Business Council. Check them out at ebcouncil.com.
You're listening to Late Night Health with Mark Alyn. The show continues in a moment. If you're listening to Late Night Health right now, you're part of the growing target of baby boomers we're serving. Hi, I'm Daryl Wayne, producer of Late Night Health, inviting you to join the Late Night Health family. If you have any business targeting the growing boomer market, Late Night Health is the ideal advertising vehicle for you. From vitamins to insurance, alternative health to Western-style medicine, Late Night Health caters to the growing population of those over 40 years old. This vibrant demographic has expendable income to fight aging, purchase travel, take care of aging parents, or just have fun. Find out about the advertising opportunities with Late Night Health. Call us at 805-391-0308. That's 805-391-0308, or email us at info@latenighthealth.com. That's info@latenighthealth.com. Join Late Night Health as we empower people to take charge of their own health care. Call now at 805-391-0308. That's 805-391-0308.
Role models. They can make all the difference. In our world today, they have never been more important. One of the nation's most successful mentoring organizations is Jewish Big Brothers Big Sisters of Los Angeles. Their mission is to assist youth in achieving their full potential through innovative and impactful programs. And no nonprofit agency does it better. Jewish Big Brothers Big Sisters of LA serves Jewish children, boys and girls in our local community with a mentoring program that's been going strong since 1915. That's only the beginning. This nationally known agency owns and operates Camp Bob Waldorf. Its summer camping and weekend retreat programs enrich the lives of youth throughout Greater Los Angeles. Then there's a college support program, and last but not least, work that helps kids all over the world through the Teen Talk app. Want to learn more? Go to jbbbsla.org. Donate. Get involved. There's no better way to make a difference.
Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Words are a critical aspect of success. How you get your point across is a crucial part of what makes anything sell. So do it right and hire a writer. Whether it's articles, blog posts, technical writings, website content, product descriptions, or ghostwriting anything from a novel to a nonfiction book about your navel, contact Servet Hassan. If you want it to sell, write it right. Email Servet at servet@servethassan.com.
There's a lot of talk all over the internet about the remarkable benefits of Carbon-60, and baby boomers are especially excited about it. Greska's Carbon-60 is the premium Carbon-60, developed by an aerospace and NASA scientist. 95% of Greska's customers report positive results from this Nobel Prize-winning technology in just 4 days. Imagine more energy, better health, and more vitality. It's very bioavailable to quickly mend toxin-crippled cells. This is a super powerful antioxidant. Bob Greska is so confident that you'll love his Carbon-60, he wants to send you a bottle at 50% off the regular price to see how life-changing this will be for you. Call 720-600-6040. That's 720-600-6040. Visit c-60.com to learn more. Call 720-600-6040 now or visit c-60.com. Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn. During our next segment, we're going to find out about how you can know yourself, develop a more compassionate, stronger, and happier you with Lexi Potemkin from Florida. We'll be talking with her in somewhere around 15 to 20 minutes from now. We go back to the Philadelphia area and we talk with Dawn Cutillo. She is the author of the Hormone Shift. How did you get involved in this? You look young, you're vibrant, your skin tone is great. Can any woman have that?
Yeah, here's what we believe at BeBalanced. Any woman can look and feel her best at any age. We got clients in their 80s. We got clients in their 20s. But a lot of clients come to us around their 40s and 50s and 60s, right when they're going through the change. So, I'll tell you what, that's a great question, Mark. I was in the health field. Now it's going to be like 33 years I've been in the health field. But years ago...
She started, she was 6.
Well, actually, I think since I was 12 or 13, I was lifting weights, back when all the bodybuilders were into it. But I knew what I wanted to do. But the thing is, I was working in a large health club and noticing that women were lifting weights and exercise and doing a traditional diet and exercise program. They were doing great, but they weren't losing weight. They started to really slow down in their 40s and 50s. And I was in my late 30s. I felt like I was gaining a little weight, too. And I thought, what's going on with this? So I met a clinical nutritionist and a chemist, and I started working with them a little bit, and they had already been working with hormone balancing. And I found out that if a woman balances her hormones, which I like to talk about in a minute, how we do that, she can start to lose weight normally, like a man or like a younger girl. Matter of fact, even faster. If she does a specific protocol, which I'm going to discuss in a minute, she can lose, this is going to sound crazy, Mark, but up to 15 pounds in a month, because we turn the hormones to work with her, and then she turns into a fat-burning mode, and it's all healthy. So we started doing relaxation therapy. We started doing a special diet and certain natural hormone balancing creams, which we'll talk about.
With 60 pounds lost in a month, I'd like maybe 25 in a week. Is that healthy? I mean, that weight loss, that puts strain on the heart and the whole cardiovascular system as well as the whole body system. Is that fat?
Let me explain that. That's a very good question. So I want to make sure I said that. I think you said 6. It would be 15. I want to make sure 15 pounds. So I thought you might have said 60. I might have heard you wrong. But it's 15. But here's the thing. When you balance the hormones, you can turn the body into a fat-burning mode. So it burns. You eat healthy foods, right? But it starts to burn your fat as fuel, like a bear in hibernation. So you're living off of your body fat. So think of it as having a... what do you call an IV of your own body fat going through your system all the time. So you're eating healthy foods, fruits, vegetables, protein, and then you're using the rest of the calories are coming from your body fat. That's how you can lose that efficiently. So it's actually very healthy because the brain does well with fats. And I'll say ketogenic. We're not quite ketogenic, but we're like that the main source of fuel is coming from the body fat. And that's how a woman can lose weight efficiently and quickly. And her blood sugar is steady, so her mood is better, her sleep is better, and all the other PMS and menopausal symptoms dramatically improve. And that's the benefit. We're not just about weight loss. We're about getting the woman healthier. The gut gets healthier. But so I noticed that women needed that because these women were dieting and exercising and not losing weight, and it wasn't their fault. It was their hormones. So does that make sense? And we had to do something with their hormones.
How do we balance that? I mean, I know we can check into a BeBalanced center, and if you go to BeBalanced.com, I believe, you can find out more, as well as there's apparently a franchise opportunity if you want to get into this business. I didn't know that until just now. So how do we do that?
The closest one, I think, to you guys, we have one in Minnesota and we have one in Arizona. We're both mainly on the East Coast. Well, you can work with us virtually. But here's what's going on, Mark. I'll explain it pretty simple. Most women in the United States, especially now, right, with COVID, the war coming, I mean, there's so many things going on. We're under a lot of stress, right? Men and women, but women. So stress raises the hormone cortisol. When stress is up all the time and cortisol demand is high all the time, the body can't keep up. So it robs a female hormone called progesterone and converts it to make cortisol. Because if you don't have cortisol, you could die. So the body's like, hey, listen, I don't care about the sex hormones right now. We need to take this cortisol make it into we need to take this progesterone, make it into cortisol, and it leaves a woman imbalanced. She ends up having more estrogen, which is a hormone most men know about. So a woman has more estrogen in relationship to progesterone. It's called estrogen dominance. Well, you know what happens then? When she has estrogen dominance, the woman has really bad PMS, and when she gets older, she's got really bad menopausal symptoms. She gains weight. She's anxiety, depression, insomnia, low energy, thyroid problems, female cancers, all come out of this imbalance. So at BeBalanced, what we teach is lower stress. So if a woman can do something 20 minutes a day to relax, whether that's a little yoga, whether it's meditation or prayer, we use sound wave therapy in our centers that take the woman's brain waves and relax them. So that lowers the cortisol, because you can't change the world. You can't change your husband, your kids, everything going on the world. But you can take 20 minutes a day, and it will literally make a change in the blood sugar and the cortisol levels and lower them.
At the same time that you're doing this, okay, I'm looking around at guts. Yeah, lots of guts in this room, except for Josh. His is the smallest, which is why I don't like him. But it would seem to me, I mean, cortisol is something that both men and women produce, as well as estrogen. As men get older, they don't produce the T hormone, testosterone. They produce estrogen more. So how do we get that out of guys? Do you work with that?
That's the same thing. So with BeBalanced, we're going to teach you how to lower, men or women. Okay, men can do this too, sure. Lowering cortisol. Then we teach how to lower insulin through a certain type of diet, exchange system, all healthy food. Let's get insulin and cortisol down. You know what that does for a man? It allows him to protect his testosterone, so it doesn't deplete. It's okay if you're 90 and you're low testosterone. It's not okay if you're 55 or 60 and have low testosterone. So when we do our diet and our program for men, it preserves their testosterone, and what that does is it keeps their little bit of estrogen that they have from going rampant around the body, causing weight gain or enlarged prostate. What does estrogen do? It enlarges the breast in women. Well, for men, it'll enlarge prostate if their testosterone goes down. Now, for women, when they're estrogen dominant, the key thing we do for them, it's a little different than men, we raise progesterone. So we use a natural homeopathic to raise progesterone, or we have some natural hormone creams. Either one, we get the progesterone balanced with the estrogen, because progesterone is a fat burner, it's a diuretic, it helps your mood, it helps your sleep, it helps prevent female cancers. So for women, if we can get progesterone up and balance with estrogen, and balance estrogen and cortisol, they're in good shape. For men, all we got to do is balance estrogen and cortisol, and the man preserves his testosterone and keeps his estrogen at bay.
Will the testosterone levels boost up at that time?
Yes.
For guys?
It's almost like if you get out of your body's way, right? If you stop doing things that lower your testosterone will come up. So if we all went to put a bunch of men on a desert island, and there was no stress of their wives, of having to make money, and of cell phones. So remember, cell phones and all that, right? That all drains it. So if we put a bunch of men on that, they might kill each other, but their testosterone levels would naturally raise. It's cortisol from stress and insulin from sugar and alcohol that drain that. So the best we do with men is we don't give them testosterone, because if you give a man testosterone, it can aromatize or turn into estrogen if he's insulin resistant. That's why just giving men testosterone, if that worked, everybody would just do it after 40. It doesn't work.
We're out of time. Will you come back sometime?
I will come back. Sure, Mark.
All right. All right. If you want information about being balanced, we got two things for you. You can go, to Amazon for the Hormonal Shift, and also check out the BeBalanced centers. They even do, Zoom kinds of treatments and work with you, both men and women, because cortisol right now in our stressful life is terrible. We're out of time. We will see you, Dawn, very soon. I'm Mark Alyn, along with the insane Daryl Wayne. More coming up as Late Night Health continues.